Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Now it has been a while since I have uploaded, but I'm back and I do have some very juicy content coming up. So I'm not going to waste any time and we're going to get right into it. Just before I go ahead and get started, I am doing a free giveaway at 500 subscribers, so make sure you smash that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications on so you do know exactly when I upload, because you do not want to miss these videos that are coming out. Just based off the title, you know it's going to be good. And make sure you smash that like button. But yeah, let me quickly go inside and show you what I've got. Now, I'm not going to have the first turbo 1 litre Yaris in the world, but this is definitely the first turbo kit of the style, so obviously with the tubular manifold and all the pipe work and everything. So I will be the first person that has made this kit and put it together. So the main part of this kit is the turbo, and I have a brand new Garrett GT15 turbo, and you might be wondering what the hell is happening here, like what's that? So these turbos come with a 13 psi or a 12 psi, I'm not too sure, wastegate, and that would pretty much send a rod to the moon if I put this on my engine and let it rip. This is around 5.96 psi, which is a lot better, and obviously I've got a tap in there so I can just run a hose and then that'll all be good. This is a brand new turbo, so obviously it is water cooled and you got your oil feeds up there and your return on the bottom, so hopefully that should all be good. And the next thing is this manifold. Now you might remember I did run this manifold when I was NA, but it had a different flange on the bottom, so I just got a T25 flange and yeah, pretty much made that work. And I believe I've never seen another 1 litre Yaris with a tubular manifold, so I guess we're going to see what the spool time's like with it, and if it actually does make a difference or if it just looks visibly pretty. And then the next thing is obviously my downpipe, and this is fairly long and it does have 2 lambda holes, so obviously I can run my actual lambda sensor, then I've got an extra one for a gauge or just a blank if you really don't want to run it. And this is stainless steel, and this is not the prettiest thing in the world, but this is what's going to bolt onto my turbo. I do have another plate as well, which is hollow, so the actuator can open up, but yeah, it'll do the job. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is my management, and I'm running a piggyback ECU. So I've got an ECU Master Det 3 piggyback here. I've actually never used that before, so that's going to be fun. And I will be mapping the car myself, so I'll bring you guys along and show you the procedure, and let's hope I do something right. And obviously, just to make sure I don't run too lean and blow my car up, I've got an AEM Series X AFR gauge, and honestly, I would never go to anyone else. I think they just make the best wideband O2 sensors. It's easy to wire up, and you do get a lambda probe here, which is even better. Now, trying to find oil kits and oil lines for these turbos are extremely hard, so I had to kind of piece one together myself. So we've got the oil feed line, and obviously there's the fitting that goes into the turbo. So that's the feed side sorted, and obviously I've got all these taps and threads. I will explain this more when I do put it on, but they're pretty much it. And as for the return, now I could not find a return line fitting or anything anywhere, so I had to kind of improvise and ended up with these fittings, but I will explain when I do put the kit on how it's going to go on, and fingers crossed it does work. Then obviously I've got all my silicon reducers and adapters and all that good stuff, and then I've got the shiny pipes as well, which are going to be my boost pipes, and that is pretty much the kit. There are bits and bobs that I haven't got ready yet, but in a nutshell that is pretty much it, and that took me forever to try and source these parts and get them to work. Now I haven't even test fitted these, so I don't know if these will 100% fit, but fingers crossed it will, and we're going to have no issues. But I'm excited to see what I can get out of a 1 litre naturally aspirated engine. I mean, mine's around 66, 67 horsepower, so I'm not expecting anything crazy, but it's going to be fun putting all this together and seeing if it makes better noises than it does now. But yeah, I believe I will be the first person to put a 1 litre turbo build on YouTube. There is a couple, but they're not really well done, or you can't really understand what kit they're running, and these kits are extremely rare. Like, you do not see many of these coming up for 1 litre, so whoever gets these together or puts them together, they definitely will sell really quickly. But that's all for today. Make sure you do stay tuned for next week, because that is when I'm actually going to be putting all this together, and hopefully we're going to make some cool spoolie sounds. So make sure you've smashed that subscribe button, got your notifications turned on, make sure you share the video, get it out there, get it liked, and do your thing, and fingers crossed this is going to be an absolute weapon. So I'll see you guys next week.